nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. कुछ करो ना कुछ Asked you, live at zero complete level. मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः. गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे. Vairagya, Atmabodha and Bhakti. These are the three instruments through which we can discover freedom from this world, although we continue to live in this world. Freedom doesn't mean we are in bondage. We don't have to go anywhere. Then, if we really want to attain fulfillment in life, the first step is Vairagya, dispassion. And what is that dispassion? Dehe gehe, with the body and everything related to the body, one has to have the absence of possessiveness, mamata, and I-ness, ahanta. Up to here, we have seen yesterday. Now, the inquiry begins. So, how should we start our spiritual practice? This rule we should remember. Problems born out of wrong thinking cannot be sorted out by not thinking, but by right understanding. So, deha kimatmakaha ayam sambandho yasya ka vishayaihi evam vicharyamane ahanta mamate nivartete. So, these are the two areas of inquiry. What is this body made up of? How this body is created? So, स्त्री पुंसो संयोगा संप्राप्ते शुक्र शोणितयोः प्रविश जीवशनिकैः स्वकर्मणा देहमादत्ते. So, the seeds come together and a body is created, and in that created body, the jiva, be attentive, the jiva does not enter. This is how most of the places, when they talk about karma or upasana or yoga, they say jiva enters the body. In Bhagavad Mahapurana also we come across this. When the body is maybe 5 months or so in the womb, that time the jiva enters. And by that what mistake happens is, we have given the jiva as a status which is independent of body. And this is where we go wrong. But for the average people, it is easy to understand. So the jiva comes and enters the body. There is one Garbhopanishad. There also the same thought comes. So it is something like this. We switch on the light. When the bulb is switched on, then the light enters. No. There is a dormant potentiality in the bulb and the filament, where when electricity passes through, expresses as light. It has not come from outside. It was dormant, unmanifest. And when the bulb is fused, that light from one bulb doesn't go into another bulb. Think. If this is removed, then all the hell, heaven, Ashirvad, Namaskar, Chamatkar, everything will disappear. And therefore, here we have to clearly understand. Pravishat jiva shanekaihi swakarmana deha madhatte. So the jiva enters. Meaning what? When consciousness or Satchit Tattva expresses through some conditioning, their life is manifested. And in some places, life cannot be manifested, but only existence. So the truth is one, depending upon the conditioning through which it is expressing, depending on that, it becomes jada, inert, where only existence is the expression, and Chetana, where existence and knowledge or the life, both are present. See? Yesterday I gave you example about the fire. Water can express only the heat aspect of the fire. And the wood can express both heat and light. So the differences are the conditioning through which the fire is expressing. Exactly the same way. The truth expressing through certain conditioning, only the existence is manifested, and in other, existence plus life. This is how it is. So to make it simple for average people to understand, then jivaha pravishat, jiva enters chanakaihi slowly. Based on what? Sakarmana dehamadhatte. On the basis of the karma. Now here another important principle we have to understand. See, we are all expert in blaming others for all the problems of our life. That is our expertise. Therefore, what happens? We try to improve that cause because of which we are miserable. If I am having issue because of some disease, then my approach will be to improve or get rid of the disease. Then I will be all right. In the same manner, we all are very expert in that. If I am a wife, the cause of my misery is my husband. Then whole life will be try to improve the husband. It's called as ashakyanushthan, not possible. Therefore, our scriptures tell, all that happens to you in your life is because of your own doings. Stop blaming others. The first step on the spiritual path. Therefore, jivaha pravishat swakarmana. Then whatever is your way of thinking, that way you are miserable or happy. How simple it is. So, when we take, we are squarely responsible for everything that happens in our life. Then we will stop blaming others and our attention will be on changing our process of thinking. Wrong thinking has to be dropped by right understanding. Now, this is how the jiva is born. Now, when you get married, is the husband entering from somewhere in you? No. Think. Therefore, Matru Guru Daradarya Kapamutra Purusha Purnayam Jataragni Jwalabihi Navamasam Pachate Jantuhu. Now then what happens? That jiva having entered the body, where is the body? It is in the here the word used is the container which is full of kapha mutra purisha, meaning the stomach and the uterus. There the body is there and it is cooked by the Jataragni. And what is the masala that is added? Kapha, कफ, मूत्र, थोड़ा और डाल दो. We have to make rasam. Purish. And then to make it little thicker, पानी ज़्यादा हो गया, अच्छा विष्ठा डाल दो. And then जठराग्नि ज्वाला भी नवमासम पच्यते जंतु. And the cooking is not for a few minutes. 9 months it is cooked. Then दैवात् प्रसूति समये शशुस्थिरश्चीनता यदा याति शस्त्रैः विखण्ड्य स तदा बहिर्इह निष्काश्यते अतिबलात्. And suppose the fetus or the baby in the womb has become teda because of something, dystocia, and therefore either the body is cut or it is pulled by something, and this is how this body is removed, the jiva is born. Athava, another possibility, yantra shidrad yada sa nisyarate prabalaihi prasava samiraischa tada kleshaha sopya anirvachaha. Or sometime he is not able to come out easily, then balat, then with force the baby is pulled out of the yoni, and then prasava timirascha, and that time the various vayus are acting and sakleshaha, and the misery at the time of birth is anirvacha, is uncomparable, it is so horrible. Thereafter adhi vyadhi viyogat atmiya vipat kalah dirgha daridrehi janmanantam api kleshaha sakim shakyate vaktum. Then after the body is born, then there are a series of diseases. Adhi is the disease for the subtle body. Vyadhi is the disease for the gross body. And the disease for the causal body is avidya. Remember these three things. This is most important. Our bodies we are living on the foundation of diseases. If the body doesn't have any disease, then it is dead. How important. So whenever you get pain, thank you, jinda to hai. Never mind. See, it makes a difference. Then, suppose the body doesn't have disease, then what will happen? Body dies. Now here also one important principle I told you. If we are studying Vedanta, if you happen to hear anybody's news about death, somebody died, as a result of which, if we get even a passing thought of our death, we have not studied anything so far. Death is not possible. Because when the body dies, what happens? The 5 elements of which the body is made goes back. Who died? Our complaint is like we have borrowed lot of money from the bank, and when we have to pay with the interest, we feel bad. I'm so sorry, I'm so unfortunate. What unfortunate? Pay back, you have taken. See? Therefore, body doesn't die. It merges back. Then what are the diseases of the subtle body? Adhi. Diseases of the Adhi or the subtle body are the Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, desire, anger, frustration, confusion, jealousy. These are the diseases. So, if these diseases do not happen, be attentive now. If these diseases do not happen, that means we are no more overpowered by this anger, desire, greed, frustration, etc., etc. Then subtle body dies. Means what? Gross body made up the five elements. Five elements are returned back. Then subtle body is, or the mind is, nothing but pure consciousness. So mind minus diseases such as desire, anger, etc. is equal to consciousness. At this moment, this experience of yours, you cannot put it in words. We are hearing, seeing, feeling, everything is going on. It is not like a statue we are sitting. What meditation? No. So if you want to stabilize yourself in this experience, the simplest way I can think of is experience without experiencer. Like when we are seeing, and if a seer is born, then comment will come. But if seeing is happening, but a seer is not born, that experience is abiding in truth. Then when you go a little deeper in your own experiences and analysis, you come to know that we are squarely responsible because we cannot stop commenting on something or the other all the time. If I am a husband, I will comment on the wife, you are dumb, you don't understand. Of course I am dumb. Had I been wise, why would I have married you? See? If you are to get some simile, this experience is like, first the gross simile, like the space, supports everything, rejects nothing, doesn't get influenced by anything. Second experience, example, like the mirror, reflects everything, rejects nothing, doesn't get influenced by anything, becomes subjective. Vision sees all colors and forms, do not reject anything, but doesn't get influenced by anything. Then why the mind does this? Because of practice. In some college many years before, where I was giving lecture, probably a medical college. So I was young that time. So while talking, I was doing with my beard. So after the talk, one student said, "Why are you holding your beard again and again?" I said, "To tease you." देखो हमको beard है तुमको नहीं. Now I am not born with that, but it is acquired nature. We all are the victims of these acquired natures. Essential nature is divinity. This essential nature is covered by the acquired nature. And what is the acquired nature? Dekho, suno, bak bak karo. Therefore, this mantra which you get in this happy mantra mala, they are not only for entertainment. If you go deeper within yourself, you will see your whole scriptures are summarized in that. Many years before, maybe 30, 40 years before, there was a person from Andhra Pradesh. And he had no friends. I was the only friend. And he told me, you know what? You are born to give a mantra to the universe. I said, yaar, mazak kyun kar rahe ho? He said, you will see my words. So see this mantra has come. 40 years before he told me this. How simple it is. The day you take this in letter and spirit, you will be relaxed. There is no arrogance of success nor guilt of failure. So, Adi, Vyadi, Viyoga, Atmiya, Vishat, Kalaha, Dirgha, Daridrya. These are the diseases. So, somebody dies, then somewhere fighting is going on, and long-standing diseases, and misery, daridra, frustration, poverty. Then, janmantara api yakleshaha kim shakyate vaktum. And this is not only one life, but it will continue in one after another lives. And therefore, this misery, who can talk about? Thereafter, does it end? No. Nara, Pashu, Vihanga, Tiryag, Yoninam, Chaturshiti, Lakshanam, Karma Nibaddho Jivaha, Paribhrahmana, Tan Bhukte. Then in our scriptures it is told there are 84 lakhs of various kinds of lives. Through that the Jiva goes and he goes through all kinds of things. And so much of misery, and because of his own karma, he keeps on suffering. Brahmati yatana mukte, and only for miseries and suffering. Now see how the thought is developed. After that, when you have gone through all the 84 lakhs but one, you have gone. Thereafter, charamaha tatra nrudehaha tatra janma yoni जन्म यो उत्पत्ति स्वकुलाचार विचार श्रुति प्रचारश्च तत्रापि आत्मानात्म विवेको नो देहस्य च विनाशित ज्ञानम एवं सति स्वमायु प्राज्ञहि नीयते मिथ्या. Now what is meant here? This is very important. Whole thing I tell you in few words. As stones and bricks, no life, no samsara. Then plants. They eat from below, grow upward. They evolve. They eat from the front, go backward. Animals. Then further evolution. Eat from above, grow downwards and sidewards. That is human being. Next, eat from back and grow forward. So as our evolution at the body level is concerned, we have attained fulfillment. If we do not go further, we will be again going in the same chakkar. There was one blind man, and he happened to be in a well in Rajasthan. You might have seen, at least on the pictures, there are many wells wherein you can get down by steps. So, he happened to be in that well, dry well, and he could not see, so he don't know how to come out. So, somebody from above told, look here, now keep moving, keep your right hand touching the wall and keep walking. And when the door comes, you get up and get out. Okay, he started walking. Don't leave the wall of the well. No, no, it's okay. And when that gate came, that time he had a khujli and kept walking. That gate passed. Again 84. Then khujli is kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. This is charama janma. This is our last life. If you want. No, but I like tamaku chuna. Cow. You are given a total freedom. See, friends. Therefore, after we are born as a human being, then svakulachara, vichara, shruti, pracharasa tatrapi, then we are born in good family. There is no fighting. There is no poverty. There are traditions, culture, everything is there. And shruti pracharascha, and exposed to satsanga again and again. In addition to that, Atma, Anatma, Vivekaha, Na Dehasya cha Vinashita Jnanam, and also what is the self, what is the not self, and what is the body, how it is destroyed, what is not destroyed. In this manner, instead of doing all these things, evam sati, although this is being swa ayu, paradnehi niyate mithya. And yet, our whole life, if we have to write autobiography of our life, what we'll write? Unsuccessful efforts to fulfill our desires. Desires can never be fulfilled. Fulfill one desire, second will stand in the queue. What about me? Desires we have to conquer. And for that, a rule. Draw a line around you. Thus far, not further. When you go to your house, you enter the walk-in wardrobe, isn't it? And after that, and by the time you decide, the train has gone. How many things? More and more and more. There is no end to it. You go to anybody's house, the walls are suffering. So many things are hanging like this in everywhere. Keep minimum things and you see the joy. Try this experiment. In any one room of your house, you are not staying like in Bombay in a flat, 1 BHK, 1.5 BHK. No. So, in one room, don't keep anything. Absolutely empty. And sit in the center. And you feel the experience. Everything has its own personality. And it has its impact. Therefore, when we go to some temples, you get a different experience. When you go to some other temples, you get a horrible experience. I was in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, many years before. So some North Indian friend, Mehta or somebody, he took me there. And I was staying in a temple. North Indian temple means what? Marble, lights, then mirrors, and all gaudy things. And when I went to that temple, do namaskar, Panditji said, Swamiji, can you arrange a visa for me to go to Australia? I don't want to stay here. I have gone to talk to Bhagwan and he is asking me. Then I left that place and went out, saw a distant, a beautiful temple. I was free. So I walked there with my friend. It must be about a mile or so. A black temple, made out of black stones and no coloring. And there's a big mandapam and the temple inside. The moment I went in that mandapam, sat down, and as if everything switched off. Just like a stone, I sat there, without my knowledge. Then when I got up, maybe after an hour or two, my friend said, Swamiji, everything is okay? I said, yes. What happened to you? I said, I don't know. Then I went to the office. I said, hey, who is here, Panditji? He is that Panditji. So I went to him, did namaskar to him. I said, Panditji, I don't know what vigraha is there in this temple. But that vigraha is enlivened, Chaitanya vigraha. Then I told him, now tell me something about you when you came here. He said, I am here for last 40 years. I don't go out of the four walls. I have not seen anything. I do my puja, poti, bath, prepare food for the God. That only I eat. See? Completely withdrawn from the world. Only whatever God was there, that is only. See, friends. So, by the proper practice, even the stones can be enlivened. We are better than stones. This may be you thinking. See, friends. So what was the greatness of that Pujari Panditji? No more worldly things. All the time, extrovert. So, evam sati, although this is the opportunity we have got, pradnehi niyate mithya, but we waste our life in this mithya world and want to achieve this or that. Ayuhu lavana, ayuhu kshana lavamatram nalabhyate hema kotibihi kwapi tached gacchati sarvam mrusha tadakadhika hani. This type of life we have cannot be purchased by any amount of gold or whatever it is there, and therefore this opportunity that we have to evolve and let the divine express through us is going west. What can be more loss in our life? Friends, I'll put it in a different way. You are not realized. Nobody is realized. Then God realizes this is an instrument through which I can express. Don't struggle for God realization. Let God realize. See? Like this mic is between you and me. Under what conditions? It is fit mic. It has no personal agenda. It is free. So if I have to get something done, am I not searching for a fit instrument? So if he has to do something in his creation, he must express. And what will be the expression of God, Bhagavan, Paramatma, Brahman, whatever word you use? Only bliss, happiness. So whenever happiness is expressed through us, God is manifesting through us. The happiness doesn't mean like a mad, what, kya karu yaar, God express ho raha hai. No. That is not the meaning. Expression of God is living at zero complaint level. Whether it is a human being or a donkey or a pig, through everything, the same reality expresses. See, friends, this recognition is the spiritual practice, Adhyatmik Sadhana. So, नर देहातिक्रमण प्राप्तौ पश्वादि देहानां स्वतः स्वतनोः अपि अज्ञाने परमार्थस्यात्र का वार्ता. See? So although we have got a fit instrument, the human body, and yet we are not going in the right direction, in the right way, then in the other bodies like the animals, etc., where is the possibility of evolution? See, you must have read or heard in Bhagavad Mahapuran that the stories come. There was a king, he ruled for 10,000 years. Then he handed over the kingdom to his son, and thereafter he went to the forest to do tapasya. There he came across one baby deer, became very close, and when the baby deer became grown up, went with his own type, and then he was feeling very bad, my baby deer, and one day he died. Next life he was born as a deer, and then he died. Then he was born as a Jadabharat. So by this story, what we understand wrongly, that there is a birth and death. Then in the last life, Jadabharat, what he was seeing but not commenting. He was hearing but no appreciation, depreciation. Therefore, in Sannyasa Upanishad, one mantra comes. Na prishtaha kasyachit bruyat na cha anyayena cha pruchhataha janan apihi medhavi jadavallokamachare. When somebody has not asked, you don't have to talk. But if the person doesn't ask with the right purpose, then don't talk. Jananapi, although you know, then jadavallokamachare, become dumb. I don't know. In short, do not play with your peace of mind. Undisturbed mind is Paramatma. Disturbed mind is Rakshasa. Never try to improve anybody. God has failed to improve us, is it not? And we, the gone case, want to improve others. See, andhe naiva niyamana yathanda. Like a blind trying to lead another blind. Therefore, naradehati kramana praptaha pashvadi dehanam swatanoho api ajnane paramarthasya kavarta. So the animals, they do not know anything about their own body. See? So where is the place for paramartha for the animals? Satatam prabhavyamanahi vrushabhaihi ashvaihi kharaihi gajaihi mahishaihi ha kashtam kshamaihi shrantaihi no shakyate vartum. The hunger, the thirst, the pain for the various animals, like the bullocks, the animal, these horses, the gardhava is the khara, is the donkey. Therefore, there is one surname, Kare, donkey. And speech with which I am talking to you is Vaikari. When the Vaikari, the donkeys speak, there is no meaning in that. Same thing, we keep on blah, 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 blah. Keep quiet. Yeah. So, Karaihi, Gajahi, Mahishaihi. The horses, the donkeys, the elephants, and the buffaloes, etc., they cannot say anything, although they are hungry, etc. Where is the place for inquiry? Rudhira, Tridhatu, Majja, Medo, Masa, Asti, Samhati, Dehaha, Sa Bahistvacha, Sa Pinadda, Tasmanno, Bhakshate Kakaihi. Body is made up of all the dirt. the kapha, vata, pitta, three dhatu, blood, then the muscles, the fat, then the bones, bone marrow, and it is nicely wrapped up in the skin. Even the crows don't eat it. I don't know to what extent it means. It is said that the dead body is never eaten by a crow. I have no experience, I can't tell you. So such a body that is ours. They nasagradva adanadva kafam malam payuto visrujam. From our body, whatever comes out, you cannot even mention in public. If something can come out of us, is only happiness. Friends, a person who is happy, he can never make others miserable. Those who are miserable, they do not tolerate happy people. Like God has created this world for time pass. He is not serious. We unnecessarily become serious. Then what he does? He brings cathode anode together. Then only the connection is maintained. If both are cathode, both are anode, it cannot be. Therefore, opposite poles are brought. So, husband and a wife, they are exactly opposite nature. If the husband is the one who doesn't get sleep, wife is the one, before lying on the bed, she falls on the bed because she is already slept. And husband becomes angry. इसको कभी भी नींद आती. He doesn't get sleep. And then she is comfortably snoring away. A person who snores is never in a hurry. Have you observed this? Can you imagine somebody snoring hurriedly? Kar, 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 kar. We snore so comfortably. Saptaswar. And the one who doesn't get the sleep becomes more angry. देखो कितना जोर से कर रहे हैं. No problem. Now the person who doesn't get the sleep, he becomes very angry if somebody sleeps. See, in the same manner, many grahasthas become angry with me because I am not miserable. आपको क्या होता है? शादी करके दिखा? अरे, my friends, life is like a cup of tea. Depends how you make it. Nobody is responsible for anything that happens in our life but ourselves. Therefore, nasagradva kafam phalam malam payuta visrujan. From our body, other than the filth, nothing comes out. And swayam eva eti jugupsam antaha prasrutam chano vetti. And all this dirty thing which comes out, then we are disgusted with all that comes out. Therefore, pati patitamasti drishtva sparshayad bhayad anya margato yati no pashyati nijadeham cha asti sahasravrutam paritaha. When we see a bone lying on the road, so we bypass it. Hey, don't touch it. Board. What is the body? Made of the bones only. Friends. Or this is called as Pratipaksha Bhavana, technical terms. Pratipaksha Bhavana means see the negative aspects, and by that alone you will be able to transcend our attachment and possessiveness to the body. So, no pashyati nijadeham cha asti sahasra vratam paritaha. But we don't recognize our body is nothing but bones, nothing else. Keshavadi नखाग्रादीम अंतः पूति गंध संपूर्णम बहिरपि चारु च गरु चंदन कर्पूरादे आदि विलेपयति. and from the head up to the toe is nothing but filth only coming out. And all dirty smells come out. And outside, we keep on applying various kinds of fragrances so that we will be fragrant. But inside, only the filth is there. यत्नादस्ते विधत्ते स्वाभाविक दोष संगातम औपाधिक गुण विहन निवहम प्रकाशयति श्लाघयते मूढ़ः. Therefore, the ignorant fool, he is trying to cover all the shortcomings of the body by putting lot and lot of makeup. So what is the makeup? That which is done to cover the breakup. We will be putting so many layers and layers and that. And then, if you go to such people, suddenly, excuse me, give me some time. And they will be coming out after a month or two. Why so much time? No, I went from the back door to the beauty parlor and they came. Whole life goes only in this. Therefore, recognize this body, give it up. Too much of attention, too much of value. Kshatam utpannam dehe yadi na prakshalyate tridinam tatro patanti bahava krumayaha durgandha sankiranaha. How terrible thing Bhagavan Shankaracharya is writing. If there is some kind of wound and if it is not taken care of in a day or two, then there will be all the kinds of worms coming and all dirty things come and so many things will be happening. Yo deha suptaha abur supushpa shayyopashobhite talpe samprati sa rajjukashtake niyantrita kshipyate vannau. Now this body which we have been glorifying, keeping with the nice flowers and everything and beautifully kept, ultimately when the body dies, it is put on the wooden horse and then taken. Where Hukadini Jaha Holi. Like in the Holi, the body, the wood is put so that it burns away. Similarly, afterward the body is taken by the 4 people. The other day somebody asked me here only, Swamiji, why Hindus are not united? I said, who told you? They are united. Purpose should be clear, then you can be united. When are they united? They are united when 4 Hindus are carrying something on their shoulder and the direction and the destination is clear. They walk in one direction. How beautiful it is. So, yo deha suptaha abhud supushpa shayyopashobhite talpe. When the body is lying down so beautifully, nicely, and all flowers and everything, and ultimately taken and put it on the fire. Sihasanopavishtam drishtva yam mudam avapa lokoyam tam kalam krishtatanum vilokya netre nimilayati. So when this person was sitting on the throne, very nicely, people were very happy to see him, Maharaj, Maharaj, Maharaj. And after he dies, then they don't want to look at him. Now all this thing is meant for what? To conclude. Evam vidaha. In this manner, ati malino deha yat sattaya chalati tam vismrutya paresham vahanti ahanta anitye asmin. So, evam vidaha. In this manner, ati malinaha dehaha. The body is a garbage truck. There was a taxi driver. He was driving in his own lovely way. And one person, very rich, good car, he became so angry and took the car crossing him and stood in front of the taxi, came out. And the taxi driver was simply sitting quiet. And he started abusing very bad language to the taxi driver. Taxi driver was calmly listening. No reaction. After that, that angry, dirty person in a good suit, boot and all that, he went, again giving some bad words. Then the passenger in the taxi, he said, he told you so many things, you kept so quiet. He said, yes. Garbage trucks always find out where to empty. See, friends, our expression of life tells what are the contents we have. See, friends, a miserable person doesn't like a happy person. इनको क्या होता है? अरे यार तुम करो ना शादी मुझे. See, friend, these are the things we have to learn. So, evam vido ati malinaha deha. This body, yes satyaya chalati, tam vismrutya paresham. So, this body is functioning because of some higher energy, some higher God. And tam vismrutya, but we have forgotten him. And vahati ahantam anitye asmin. And start imagining, I am body. And see, friends, nobody says I am body. We all live as body. Like, in Hindi, if I had to talk, I will not say, me yete ha. No. This is the way Gujaratis in Bombay speak. Because they have got these Marathi ladies as their maid servants. So, a woman says in Marathi, मैं आती हूँ. The Gujarati doesn't know the gender difference. So he also says, Swamiji, मैं आती हूँ. अरे यार तू आदमी है. So nobody says I am a man or I am a woman, but we all live with that foundation. So, tam vismrutya. That because of which we are we, that we have forgotten, and then we are suffocating in the small things. See, friends. Vahanti ahanta mamata anitya asmin dehe. His body has been constantly the burden that we are carrying on. Kvatma satchidrupaha ko masarudhira asti nirmito deha iti yo lajjati dhiman dhiman itara shariram kinnu manute. Therefore, he who has even heard and known that this Atma, the self, which is the conscious blissful existence, where is that and where is this body made out of the bones and the blood and the muscles and all the dirty, most disgusting in this manner, a person who is ashamed of his life, living as the body, for the body, on everybody, he will naturally withdraw. So, 28 verses Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written. For what? Only to bring to our knowledge enough body, body, body. Now, what is the practice? Practice is very simple. Never try to expect anything from anybody in this world. Number one. Number two, always be a follower. Don't be a leader. You will never be miserable in life. Third, if you are miserable, you will never like a happy person. इनको क्या होता है? कुछ नहीं होता. See, friends, therefore, practice this. Stop reacting. One husband wife never fought. This is just example. Huh? Because husband and wife are what? They are legal partners to fight with. No fight. So the town people wanted to honor them. Civic reception. How come? We never fought. No, we have already clarity. We have divided. What is the area where she will work? What is the area where I will work? Oh, what was that? She and I, we are very clearly decided. Whatever has to be done in the family, for the family, in the house, like buying the car, having the house, having the painting, who should come to our house, who should not come, all these small little things she take care. What about you? I decide whether America should attack Afghanistan or not. You can never be miserable in life. People are miserable not for something great, for useless thing. Why he has come here, why he has come, why he Ram, Ram, Ram. Therefore, friends, this is the biggest spiritual practice. Be a follower. Don't be a leader. Therefore, anybody asks me anything, I said, I don't know. Ask my boss. So the boss takes care. You relax. And how it can be done? Our Maha Mantra. Jo thari rai, so mari rai. Oh Lord, thy will be done. Thy will be done. Relax. And when you are thus relaxed, not agitated, not reacting, not making anybody miserable, not remaining yourself miserable, then such a peaceful mind is the one where the inquiry kindles. Kastvam koham kutamayataha kame janani ko me tataha iti paribhavaya sarvam asaram vishvam tyaktva swapna vicharam bhaja govindam. This husband and wife, they have got fighting only on one issue. And the issue is, she is so dumb. She doesn't understand. Bewakoof. Definitely she is Bewakoof. Had she been wise, she will never marry you. What does it mean? You are equal. See, friends, therefore, क्वात्मा सचिद रूपा क्व मास रुधिर अस्ति निर्मितो देहः इति यो लज्जति धीमान इतर शरीरम किम न मनुते. Therefore, get out of this body. So now, up to here we have come. I'll give you now one homework. I promise you will not do it. Except while driving the car, you can practice it. Wherever you are sitting, just start playing. Don't do meditation. I am anti-meditation. Don't do meditation. Start playing casually. What it is like being other than the body. Eyes are open, seeing the things. Sit in the chair, any asana doesn't matter. What it is like being other than the body. See? Everything is so simple. Then some data I give you. Other than the body means what? What are the attributes of the body? So many of them. Take only one. Body has got a shape or a form. Other than the body means what? We have no shape, no form. So start playing. Meditation, meditation. What it is like being formless? Mind cannot survive without forms. The moment you give formlessness as an object of knowledge to the mind, mind dissolves in consciousness. So first we are prepared how the body, enough of it. So to get out of it, this is the technique. What it is like being other than the body. Play. And if you survive, come tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.